Welcome back to another stock market open live stream. Today we have some red. But that's okay. We need an opportunity to wear some red. So here we go. Now we got red on, a little bit of a red market. And let's see what we got. We got BTC that came off of its 60. I think did we hit 66,000 yesterday? Let's see. I think we got up to 66K yesterday at some point. Look at that. We got up to 66,142 yesterday. Got sort of dropped back down to 64.8 here as futures went negative. We are above the 63.8 line though, which is a big deal. But again, under that 66K high from yesterday. You got the bond market moving up a couple points today. Oh, Mike again. Oh, why does it do that? Oh, God, yeah.
There we go. I don't understand why it does that. It's like there's a default setting for a reason, but whatever, it does it. So, anyway, we've got BTC back under the 66K high of just the last 24 hours here. This is a pretty nice nice run, but then of course had to sell off thanks to futures coming down. You've got Dow down 28 basis points, Nasdaq down 152 basis points, S&P down about 99 basis points. And if you jump over to the Russell, you're also down about 1% over on the Russell. So you get a little bit of a buy the dip opportunity, I suppose. But look at some of these numbers here. You've got Apple down a full 2% coming off of that 234 high. We've got Amazon now down at 191. Amazon really rejected down now almost 4.5% since it's basically topped out around that 200 figure. You've got let's see here, Q's, BTC, SoFi's down a couple percent. You've got Shopify that's down a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see what's moving. Simpson isn't trading in pre-market. You've got Enphase coming down 2%. Look at where it comes right back down to, the 113.40 line. If you don't have that one drawn, you're missing out. Pretty important one for Enphase. And then, of course, you have Tesla down about 2.23%, bouncing off of 250 right here. NVIDIA, holy smokes, NVIDIA's down a whole 4%. And Affirm comes down 4.5%. Yikes. Then you've got Redfin's down 3.5%, Upstart's down 3.5%, Trade Desk is down a couple, Robinhood's down a bit, Palantir's down 3%. Wow, so I don't know, some big numbers here just for the pre-market, huh? AMD 4%, ARM 5%. Ay. Yeah, Ubiquity 35. Oh, look at that. Wow, Supermicro right to the 840 line. Straight down to 840. It always seems to go to 840. It's hilarious. It loves the 840 number. So, wow. Big numbers over here. Even Dell's almost down 4%. That's crazy. Ethereum. Okay, cool. So, it's a lot of red. Put it that way. Do we have anything that's actually green? Not really. You have Intel that's actually up 4.6%. 23andMe's up 4.6. SQQQ, yeah, okay. But other than that, a lot of red. Now, one thing that's interesting is usually we find that we end up having a page of green when we have a page that isn't fully green. And yeah, I'm sure we'll have a little bit of a recovery here at open. It's interesting. Chatting now. I've got, yesterday I was in the attic. Good old little automotive blade fuse blew on our air conditioner, so I had to go to the AutoZone. That was the last time I've gone to AutoZone. It's been years since I've gone to AutoZone. But Lauren's like, Kevin, the air conditioner in the house is broken. I'm like, well, maybe y'all shouldn't run it and leave the back door wide open. course I didn't say that. I'm like, no problem. I'll go fix it. Unfortunately, the darn thing is still shorting out. So, 3 out of my 5 new fuses are already burned out too. So something's short. So, bummer. No AC. But that's okay. It's like, you're using the window tonight. Anyway. So, what else? Okay, yeah, let's see. I don't, tomorrow we have unemployment claims and Netflix tomorrow. And then Friday, don't know that we really have much in the way of catalysts, actually. Let me restart this. There we go. And we'll look at catalysts. It gets a little more entertaining next week. It's really when we get some more entertainment. Get an automatic backdoor closer. Yeah, it's a sliding glass door, so probably be a little bit more challenging. TSMC? Ah, yeah. Okay, I thought, oh, yeah, that's right. ASML already reported. That's right. China sales picked up. Check your thermostat watch. Yeah, you got a short if your fuse is popping. I agree. I don't know how a thermostat, like, I was wondering about that. So I took the thermostats off to see if I could clear a short. Because I'm like, how are the thermostat wires all screwed up? I mean, I suppose like through vibrations, maybe they could come together. That could be interesting. It seems like it'd be. I mean, I'll look again at that, but it seems like it's either the darn blower motor, shorting out, or the circuit board went bad. I don't know, but it's really annoying. And I'm looking at the thermostat wires right now. No, I don't see any. I mean, all the connections were tight. It was just a pain in the butt. That's what it was. So I don't know. Whatever. All right. So yes. Good old red days. Market booming under Biden, and people give credit to Trump. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, ASML was down. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go through ASML in just a moment. Nvidia now down below its 30-day moving average. You know, I've been trimming Nvidia for so long, and people just get so mad. They're like, "Oh my gosh, but they're growing so much. They're growing so much. Their valuation's so cheap." I'm like, not on a forward basis. And if this AI stuff ends up blowing over as not, frankly, anything better than a good chatbot or a good basically word processing system, then maybe there's a possibility overblew how much you bought server chips for. But whatever. Gen AI, Kevin, Gen AI. I go, oh, congratulations. Photoshop can now remove the background for you and help you generate some fill-in. Something it should have done a long time ago. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a bear on this stuff. I don't know. I think it's so overblown. All right, let me see what's going on here with ASML. Let's see. Check low voltage wires at outdoor unit. There are low voltage wires at the outdoor unit? I didn't even know there were low voltage wires out there. I looked at the fuses outside and the switches outside. Those were fine. So puts on AutoZone. Oh, it was actually great. I just needed a 30 amp blade fuse, or actually, I'm sorry, it's a 30 volt. It's like 3 amp, and I opened the door to AutoZone, and it was literally the first rack, the far most left thing. I'm like, I love this place. And it says most likely the motor. It wouldn't surprise me that it's the motor just because of, yes, everything except compressor, fan, or low voltage. Yeah, I personally think, and it's my guess, I'll have to let you know after an HVAC person, because I don't have a multimeter in the house anymore. I used to have one, otherwise I'd go play around with it. But I'd probably screw it up. It's been so long since I've used one. But my guess is it's the blower motor, because let's just say the nannies have been doing a lot of blowing. I mean, they've been using the AC a little excessively. All right, let's get the ASML. info here. Okay, okay. What is going on with the ASMLs? Okay. Alright, so ASML second quarter revenue comes in stronger. Outlook remains unchanged. Gross margin comes in at a beat. I mean, all those numbers look great. Oh, they're just falling on, okay, Q3 Outlook miss. How? They're affirming their year. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, Q3 got hit on possible chip curbs. That could be off of the Biden admin. Biden's been yapping about chip curbs, trying to get a little tough on China since Donald Trump is gaining some popularity there with being tough on China. Donald Trump yesterday, by the way, arguing that the Fed should not cut rates before the election. That's not going to happen. The Fed's very likely going to cut in September, but whatever. And this outlook here for Q3 is definitely weaker. I want to see by how much. And these companies usually beat, so coming in with anything weaker is not great for them. Q3, $7 billion versus the estimate of 7.4. So 7 divided by 7.46. Oops. Wait, 7 point... Come on. Yeah, 7.46. Oh, wow. That's a 6% miss on forecast for Q3. And these companies are supposed to be beating expectations. Man, ASML may be contributing to this. Trump tariff proposals destroyed chip stocks. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Weed walkers are great at tearing up outside wires. Huh. Yeah, I guess I still don't understand why there'd be low voltage out to the machine out there. But, maybe it's maybe it's in the bundle. Well, I suppose they must communicate. Yeah, you're right, because they have to communicate somehow. You know, how else does the compressor outside communicate with the blower inside? So, because there's got to be, a call. Interesting. Okay, so that's probably part of the bundle where the condensate lines are then. It's probably in that. No, that's all rocked out. Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be really interesting. Catch a falling knife or join the sellers. Well, first listing appointment I ever went to when I was a realtor was Benjamin Sellers. So he was literally Mr. Seller. It was probably a scam too. So nannies oh, how could you make jokes like that about the nannies? I don't know. How could you do that? Come on, Kevin, just call an HVAC guy. We did. But they weren't available until the morning, and I'm like, all right, I'll replace the fuse myself. The fuse was definitely blown out, so I'm like, oh, I got this. But the fuse was just a symptom. Damn, I treated the symptom, not the cause. Yeah, and I was looking for a blown capacitor. I don't know where those suckers are. Certainly not on my blower motor. Clean the coils outside? Nah. I guess I could hose it down. I didn't do that. My money's on a bad capacitor. I guess outside you could have a bad capacitor, right? I don't know. This is very interesting. So, why is Intel up 5% on this? Let's find out. Intel. The capacitors are in the condenser. Oh. Now, would that lead to no power on my thermostats, though? That, see, like, it's not that it's not turning on, it's that the thermostats are dead power. So that's why I feel like it's a circuit board or something on the FAU, but I don't know. Washington Post just posted an article that corroborates your analysis about the sniper. Really? Oh, just give me some more confirmation bias. It's just what I need. Eat it up. Okay, where could that possibly be? I will find it. Obstructed view. May have delayed. Oh. Yeah, interesting. Trees likely played a role. Yeah, that's just unfortunate timing and positioning. 3D models. Thank you. You know what I'll do is I have to text this crap to myself, because how am I going to remember to look at the Washington Post app? Like, the Washington Post app is, like, at the bottom of my phone. I actually have a subscription to them, though. I feel bad saying that. Some of the stuff is just bad. But, you know, I do want to read the good stuff when there's good stuff. So, that's why you call a repairman. Hey, man, back off, okay? Capacitors in the outside unit, yeah. Oh, okay. Sounds like a 24 volt issue. Yeah, I think it could be the 24 volt transformers too. Those things are so cheap, and they're actually pretty inexpensive to buy. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Buy a multimeter, you goon. It's not a guess when you pull a fuse out of the frickin' attic and it's blown out. I have proof in the pudding. I will prove to you my blown views. You seek to see the blowage. I will show thy my blowage. I'm not sure what button to press. Oh, darn it. Whatever. Ah, there you go. You goon! Fix my fuse. Fix it. Oh, wait. I did. Look at that. Those are some sexy looking fuses. You know what's crazy? I'll show you something that really, if you really want to get pissed off, I'll show you something that should really grind your gears. You ready for this? Okay. All right. This I don't understand. I feel like they're trying to rip off the Mormons, okay? So this is a receipt from yesterday. Yard House. So look at the top of the receipt. This has to do with inflation. So we're on the economy now, okay? You ready for this? Figueroa lizard mouth. Okay? One of them. $6.79. Okay, that's not that bad. $6.79. It was like a small, I don't know, 10-ounce lizard mouth IPA or whatever, right? Okay, watch this. Diet Coke. Diet Coke. Diet Coke was $4.29. The Diet Coke was 63% of the cost of an IPO. What the hell is that? Since when is a Diet Coke 63% the cost of an IPA? That's insane. I mean, like, I was happy because I was the IPA. The Mormon was like, I'm getting destroyed by inflation. Ugh, crazy. All right. Let's listen in over to Jimbo.
Oh, okay, yeah, so candidate Trump is saying that you need protection. Now, I think that if they want to pay, they have to pay. protection. They pay like insurance.
Protection money, right.
Yeah, well, that's the same position he has with NATO, okay?
Yeah.
And it's there's no give without a get is Trump's
No, but
view.
all these things are resonating in the market today. Both the story being reported by Bloomberg.
My AC went short on me. It did. How dare it? That sounds like you have a 24-volt short. I agree. Should the chip news really affect Tesla given that they have Dojo? Yeah, dude, I mean, like, if the whole chips market just ended up being an overblown fugazi, and it all comes crashing down. I don't know that it will. It all comes crashing down. Well, of course it's gonna affect Tesla, because then it's like, congratulations, Dojo don't matter. Now you have a commodity. We replaced motor and capacitors and realized I was only getting 120 volts, not 240. Electrician that installed 240 outlet for my Tesla messed up a panel somehow. Oh, that's... How do you not check that when you install a 240 volt plug? I mean, I put my own Tesla charger in my house. Because I had a sub panel right there, so I didn't have to run the circuit that far. But, I mean, running the circuit's not that hard. But, yeah, I shoved the multimeter into it right afterwards, and I'm like, I got 240, you know, and then you can take the left and right and run them across the ground, and I'm like, 120 and 120. So maybe you didn't tighten the screw down enough. That aspartame is the costliest. You know, isn't that like a big thing now where it's like, oh, aspartame, you know, people are like, aspartame causes cancer, and then you have like the TikTok moms that are sponsored by like the food industry, and they're like, no, it doesn't. You know, I read 14 years ago, because I was really into like studying nutrition and stuff like that. I read a study somewhere 14 years ago that aspartame decays into like, what was it, like lead or something in your body? I don't know, or arsenic. That's what it was. Yeah. This is a long time ago. I don't know. It's all lab setting based and stuff, but I don't know. I think I remember that. MTB East, yo, bro, we called your office last night. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Or wait, today is tomorrow. Installing your own stuff is legal in California? Okay, in fairness, there's this big thing going crazy about lead. It was lead, by the way, was that's radon. Radon turns to lead in your lungs. The half-life of radon is so short that if you inhale lots of doses of radon, it decays in your lungs and turns into lead, and then you die eventually. But the whole trans thing, there was this like assembly bill, like, and I love pooping on Newsom, but basically what they're saying is they can't force the parents or the like the school can if they want. You know, go to parents about the sexual orientation of a kid. But, like, basically, if a kid feels like their safe space is school and they're, you know, 17 or whatever, and you know, they have a dad or whatever who's going to beat the crap out of them if they're gay, and they express themselves as gay at school, then that safe space doesn't have to get reported home. That's the thesis of it. I haven't really figured out, you know, like that's... See, like, social media is like, they're going to take your kids away. And then I read the law, and I'm like, no, this is really what they're trying to do. They're trying to create a safe space for the children. And then I'm like, okay, well, like, if you're like 17 or even 18, frankly, I kind of get it. You know, some kids feel safer at school than they do at home. You know, now if you're like 12... You know, maybe that's something, like, there should be probably like an age thing there. That was my first, I didn't spend enough time really thinking about it, but that was sort of my initial reaction, is that there should probably have been some kind of like age thing on there, because there are some, oh, hold on, what's the breaking news? We'll come back to that.
CME HQ with the last breaking news of the morning. Industrial production for June up double expectations, up 0.6%, up 0.6% in the rearview mirror. The up 0.9 became up 0.7. So we see some positive numbers on industrial production, especially considering we started the year down 78.9. Now, if we look at utilization rates, a nice little pop there as well. 78.4 expected. It moves up and confirms now at 78.8. That is the best level of utilization since September of last year, although in the rearview mirror, we did downgrade last month from 78.7 to 78.3. Right now, we have a 446 two-year. That's up 4 basis points on the day, leading the yield curve for the second day, as longer duration treasuries are up in yield, but not as much. Dollar index taking a big hit today, and the yen has had a couple of good rally days since the beginning of the week. Squawk on the Street will return after a short break.
Yeah, all right, whatever, who cares? Ventura County is the best place to live in California, much different than what you guys see on TV. Don't tell anyone that! Thoughts on SpaceX leaving California? Honestly, I think Musk was gonna do that anyway, and he was kind of just waiting for like some little thing to shit on California about to announce it. That way, he was so pre-ready to do that. He was just waiting for the moment to strike, you know. And then they hear the Newsom thing, and they're like, "Oh, this is it." They've already been planning to do that forever. More government is never the answer. Yeah, I don't know that law is necessarily more government, and I mean, yeah, I haven't figured that out. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. If you're 17 or 18 and need a safe space, then someone's already failed you years ago. I think that's true, though. I think unfortunately, there are a lot of parents who failed their children. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I hope that's not us, right? I mean, obviously, our kids are still very young. But, yeah, it you know, it's very interesting. So... let's see here. Do you know Robinhood doesn't actually show pre-market? Well, you know, you have to remember, pre-market is a little bit of a fugazi. Fugazi. It's, there's no market. Like, actually, technically, when you read pre-market or post-market, it is technically not the market. Like, it's not the exchange market, right? No market makers. You are basically just dealing directly with other buyers and sellers. And when you don't have a market maker, the pricing you get is actually usually substantially worse. This is, yeah. Yeah. Would you let Lauren make your kids? No, I mean, I think, and this is, I haven't gone down this whole like rabbit hole, but I've always thought that there was a potential, so, and I don't know this, but like, the thesis that we've always had was that, and we could be wrong, we just haven't done much thinking about it, but our thesis has always been that, you know, people can have a sexual preference, but then if you want to like mutilate your body, there's probably some kind of mental issue. That's what we've always thought. You know, we're anti, obviously, like, you know, biological males playing in female sports and stuff. I mean, that's just like dumb. But we've been anti that forever. Like some of the things that sometimes we're really early on and then we get hate for. Like I remember when I ran for governor, I'm like, what's this defund the police bull crap? Like we need to fund the police more, and we need like better training. And you know, consistently when national news breaks, even like what we saw with the Secret Service, it's like, oh yeah, more national training, you know, more training might actually be a good thing sometimes. You know, it's like, what the hell's going on? So, and I don't blame individual you know, cops for that. I blame, you know, funding. Feels like Kevin's distracting us from the market. What do you need to know? I'm wearing red for you. I was at Yard House at the collection. It was ridiculous. Yep. The collection's actually turned nice. But yeah, I do think you're going to see a lot fewer people going to restaurants. Just also mostly what you're seeing in earnings calls. You're seeing that. I got one from Indochino. Oh yeah, I used to use Indochino briefly, and then now I've been buying the dip on Hugo Boss. I really like Hugo. Apparently, by the way, the luxuries are down, like the luxury goods manufacturers, like the Burberrys or whatever, because there are because the Chinese are buying less stuff. So I'm 8 minutes behind. Love your vid, bud. Thanks, man. So saw Ben's recent video about selling his house. I did not. I didn't know he was selling his house. I think he wants, like, I think Ben's probably, I don't know this, but I think he's probably at a stage in his life where it would make sense to, you know, retire and kind of think about consolidating some of the stresses in life. I don't know that. You know, it's not like inside info. I'm just thinking about people's positioning. I've had a lot of clients in very similar positions when I, you know, sort of worked as a broker. So, yeah, I'm actually going to make a video about this insurance payment. You're referring to Taiwan. So I'm going to make a video on Trump's basically whole eco plan, and I'm going to talk about it, specifically, like, I'm going to, you know, criticize sort of elements and then promote certain elements, and so that'll be today. Any house hack updates? Yeah, they're actually a lot. They're really great. I'm probably gonna do a Blackboard video today. Unfortunately, there's some things I can say and some things I gotta get on the phone with the attorney today. But it should be good. So let me see if I can do that. Just gonna put a little note down. Call. There we go. Yeah, because that I do have planned. So stay tuned. Like within this week. Hugo Boss was the Secret Service designer. I know you don't actually mean Secret Service. Good Lord. Teachers can't turn your 10-year-old into a communist yet, but they can start turning it into a gay or trans. I like how you said it. I don't think that's the intention there, you know. Me personally, I would rather know, you know, so, but whatever. John Wick wears Hugo. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. That's great. Was expecting Kevin to dye his hair green after CPI. Yeah. I thought the CPI numbers were fantastic. Yep, flying, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for House Hack. Ooh. I'm in Ventura County, but went to the casino this weekend. Now I have COVID. It's probably my father-in-law. He's got COVID right now. It's like a mild cold right now. It's like totally devolved, which makes sense, you know, if you think about it. If they had, not to get like all COVID-y here, but if COVID, the variant that was released and so deadly, was so deadly because of directed evolution, basically, you know, directing the disease amongst monkeys and picking the sicker ones. You actually didn't expose COVID to the real environment, so you basically, a lab amplified the strength of this virus that probably wouldn't survive in nature. So that's why when you had the outbreak, I personally believe it was a lab leak, because I don't think this was a natural, you know, disease, because it was such a severe coronavirus, which is just like the common cold is a coronavirus, and then over time it became a lot less severe, because the one that spreads the most tends to also be the more generic version, and that's why we saw this sort of like down move from like your Delta to the Omni and sort of down from there. So basically as it prevailed in nature, it just became weaker and weaker and weaker. And now it's so similar to just a cold. So now when I hear people are like, oh, I have COVID, I'm like, all right, so are we still gonna have a beer or not? But then again, I mean, knock on wood, I also never caught COVID. And, you know, I've been in the house with my kids and Lauren when they've had COVID, and I just haven't gotten it. So, I mean, knock on wood. I also I mean, I don't know. I've never felt sick from it, so I don't. Maybe I had it and didn't know. Who knows? Lake Sherwood Country Club. That's really nice. The problem is it's a lot hotter over there. You know, that's like your Westlake Village area. It's a lot cooler where we are. Love the Blackboard videos. Yeah, you know, a lot of people have been asking me for a video on Project 2025, so I'll probably do it. But yeah, a lot of people are, what's a BIP? Oh, a basis point. So it's like a percentage point, right? So like, if, just quickly, if, here, just go to like cnbc.com and then you go to the bond tab. Oh, why is that not plugged in? And, what we say is that bips are basis points of a percent. So somebody who gets paid a 50 bip commission is getting paid 0.5%, as an example. Or, you know, the 10 years moving 1.8 bips, which is 1.8, like 0.018. So it's kind of like 1.8% of 1%. 1 over 100. I know it's not the Secret Service. I have met people who were in the German SS. They're not alive anymore, but I have met people who were in the German SS. It's it's actually crazy because a lot of Tesla just had a big green candle. A lot of people have had after World War II just had constant nightmares about the hells and horrors of the things they were forced to go through or do, depending on which side you were on. Terrible. So let's see here. All right, we got about a minute and a half to go here. Kevin's talking politics on a red day. I'm trying to distract y'all from the craziness here. Virologist and ballistics expert. Hey, oh, that reminds me. There was another. I forgot to put it away. I had another one on the floor. Oh god, COVID hack, exactly. Yeah, nice green candles there on Tesla, though. You're only down 1.5 now. It was down. Moved to Largo, Florida. Why would I do that? Camarillo is much nicer than Ventura County. Much nicer in the Ventura County. Oh, that's what you're saying. All right, we're getting ready for... Camarillo is a bedroom community. All right. Y'all ready? Let's get ready for the day here.
Like I said,
30 seconds away. Somebody says, what are your thoughts on the market dumping going into September, October? It's possible. Very possible. All right, here we go.
what were you doing?
Nothing. I walked by.
Why did you
I walked by.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what are they all lined up for?
Because I know that we have breaking coming up in the Olympics. Breaking as a competition. I didn't know whether you tried to get in that and spin around your head.
No.
All right, just want to be sure.
Well, we have the mayor of Paris diving into the Seine to prove that it's clean. So that's progress.
Did he make it out?
It's part of the competition. Let's get the opening bell here in the CNBC Real-Time Exchange. And the big board, it's Mortgage Servicer Onity, celebrating its new name and ticker symbol at the NASDAQ. Shoulder check, encouraging mental health
Tesla's trying to run
for young people as we will look to hold 5,600 at the open, Jim.
I don't know. Is it going to hold up? Is it going to hold up? Tesla's down about 1.1 right now. It's trying to green candle here, although we're on the average. Let's go. There we go. Okay, now we're on the non-average. Yeah, look at that. Now you're less than 1% down. Now you're 89 bips down. Now, what else we got here? Apple's down 2%, trying to recover. QuantumScape is running 3%. Then you've got Amazon, nice big red candle. Apple's actually trying to recover here. And the Qs are trying to recover. Then you've got, let's see here. Small caps trying to recover as well. There's your buy the dip opportunity on the small caps, baby. Mm-hmm. Now we should be going to a full page of green here in just a bit. Volatility is up 6%. Nvidia is trying to lift. What's BT Sis doing? 64.7. That's just scraping along at 64.5-ish level here, which is still about $1,000 over the 63.8 level, which is a pretty critical spot. Yeah, here comes the Tesla red candle. First 15 minutes are always kooky dookie, eh? You know, you try to catch a trend in the first 15 minutes and it just rugs you. Rug bulls. All right, let's look at Trade Desk here. Trade Desk. ETH ETF when? Should be like Monday. Market can't be green every day, says Alan Mulder. Somebody else says go long Apple. Last call for anyone on the Tesla rocket ship. Okay. So, let's be clear about this. The thing's going to go down in the second half of the year. I'm sorry. I've made that pretty clear, I feel like already. But in case it isn't, it's probably going to go down in the second half, which we're already in the second half. You know, we're coming off of the high of Q2 deliveries, which is great. And then we'll probably have a pretty good earnings report. And they're not going to give us a forecast, which is fine. But, you know, they're not doing the interest rate buy-downs anymore for Q3 and 4. So, you know, stock plans in the bag. And no interest rate buy-downs, as far as I'm aware, on these suckers. Which I thought was a fantastic promotion. And then you had lower production. So, you know, your production growth is unfortunately lower. Yeah, 6.29 on the 3. The chips crap is going to roll over. 6.29 on the X. Y is 6.29. And the 3 is 6.29. Yeah, no financing specials. But I think we still have time for that. I think it's going to be more like, you know, sometime between, my crystal ball would say you probably peak out on Tesla sometime between August and October, because then you actually have to deal with the reality of probably weaker deliveries again in Q3 and Q4. And a quarter point, even 2 quarter point rate cuts isn't going to make that much of a difference from the Fed, unfortunately. So you're still going to have the weight of this interest rate sensitivity. And now you just pulled forward a lot of demand to Q2. You know, then you could make the argument, oh, but what about, you know, energy deployments and stuff? Sure, you know, as long as that growth continues, it wasn't all consolidated into Q2. And, yeah, of course, then, you know, then the typical, oh, but what about robotaxis and Optimus and stuff? And it's like, yeah. That's all supposed to be the icing on the cake. So I just want to be clear, like, I've been a big fan of the Tesla momentum. In fact, I made like a crap load of videos leading up to the Tesla explosion, going Tesla's about to explode. And I gave my thesis for why, and then the volatility analysis, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I also want to be clear. The second half will probably be worse than the first half. Or this last run. It's just my thesis. What is this? Fed Waller. Time to cut policy rate is getting closer based on analysis of potential scenarios. Optimistic scenarios, more good inflation data, which would mean interest rate cut in the not too distant future. Oh, that's great. It's exactly what we want to hear. Oh, look at Apple recover. How cute. Current data is consistent with the soft landing. Less of a trade-off in unemployment. Inflation data making him more confident. Still need to see a bit more evidence this will be sustained. They're basically implying September here. So they're really aligning with the market, which is not a surprise. It's the easiest and most default thing for them to do. It's like, don't rock the boat, align with the market. So, anyway. Rate cuts are typically a bearish symbol, but not necessarily. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. You go to 1995, 1998, and 2018. And rate cuts we're not bearish. So, of course, sometimes rates are cut going into a recession, which makes sense. Absolutely makes sense, right? But this idea that, with certainty rate cuts are bearish is not necessarily true. So, and in recent history is actually probably more untrue than it's true. Because you've got 98, 95, and 2018 versus rate cuts being bearish, which would have been 0102 and the recession. So you're pretty balanced. Which would have been 08, but they started cutting obviously a little bit before that, like 07. And then I don't know where you'd put COVID on that. That was Mr. V-shaped recovery manipulated money printer. That was just pretty entertaining. So those were the fun days. No, just kidding. Things are fun now too. In fact, we've so much more going on. It's kind of cool. But anyway, all right. So let's go see what Jimbo has to say this morning. What do you have to say for yourself?
Whatever you want, a devices company now. I mean, Eli Lilly's double its size. That said, 2024 second quarter sales growth 4.3%, growth of 6.6%, adjusted operational growth of 6.5%. Excuse me, as well.
Well, okay, there was a lot of misinterpretation of the quarter.
My favorite part of the day is when the Fed agrees on talking points and different members repeat it in different ways. Yeah. Yes, they all try to sound the same. It's pretty wild. Oh yeah, formaldehyde. Is that what the aspartame turned into? Okay, maybe it was that. It's arsenic for a moment.
Talc litigation, which would be amazing. Remember, no.
No, you might be right. It was formaldehyde because that's a form of rat poison too. I think arsenic and formaldehyde are a form of rat poisoning. I wonder what the association between the two is. Let's see here. I don't even know how to spell formaldehyde. Association between arsenic and formaldehyde. Oh yeah, I definitely screwed that one up. Whatever. We'll see what GPT has to tell us. Anyway, Apple's already topping out, which is kind of insane. And yeah. Okay, GPT doesn't even load. See, we don't have enough NVIDIA chips. See, there's still hope, Tom Lee. There's still hope. The association between arsenic and formaldehyde primarily revolves around their presence in the environment. Both chemicals are recognized as carcinogenic. So both are rat poisons? That doesn't even mention that. Oh, they're not used as rat poisons anymore today. Oh. Because of the severe risk of accidental poisoning, the use of arsenic has largely been discontinued. Oh. How unfortunate. Oh, yeah, no, and formaldehyde isn't used in pest control. Oh. Oh. All the good stuff. All right, never mind. So, yeah, Tesla's trying to recover here, but it's already consolidating, which is not great. Then, look at that. Small caps are trying to go positive. There you go. Small caps trying to go positive again. And, can Tesla get through the 255? Can it go? Can it go? IWM coming back down a little bit. Apple gave up. Amazon gave up. QQQ down 175. It's quite a lot. SoFi's trying to run. I was trading that a little bit yesterday. Enphase, it's trying to recover above the 113. I always think that 113 is pretty decent. Nvidia's still down 4%. Affirm. Let's see if we got a page of green. All right, let's see. Page of green. Yep, told you. Page of Green. Never fails. DJT up 5%. You know, I think if Trump becomes president, I think there are going to be a lot of press releases that just happen to come out on Truth Social as opposed to like normal means. It's going to be the greatest like pump ever because you'll actually force people to use it to get presidential updates. Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess people can use X and kind of get the repost, but anyway, I thought it was very interesting. So we'll see what happens. All right, so again, let me write this down on Fed Waller. Time to cut policy rate is getting closer. Let's see. Cut in not too distant future. Second, probably more likely scenario, so far, blah, blah, blah. There's a low probability, a resurgence in inflation. Resurgence in inflation, quote, low probability. We'll be looking at data over the next 2 months. Oh, there you go. July and August. Well, and theoretically September. We'll look at data over the next 2 months. Oh, they're just handing it to us right here. So if I look at the FOMC schedule, I think it's September like 20th or something. 18th. Loser. You were wrong. Loser. Fed September meeting is September 18th, which would allow the July and August CPI/jobs numbers to come in. So this sounds like a confirmation of September to me. This sounds like a confirmation. Oh, DJT just gave up about 2%. Yeah. Let's see here. I think Kevin's Tesla or broken AC is affecting his trading mindset. It's not possible given that I have 2 ACs in. Actually, I have 3 air conditions in here. Air conditioners. Yeah. And it's pretty cold in here. It's probably like 67 in this room. So I'm fine. All the other people got to suffer. Wow, AMD down 6%. Supermicro loses the 840. Nvidia keeps dropping. Now down 4.13. Etsy's down 2. Oh, Tesla just went green.
Gained the lead.
Nice. IWM trying to go green. Where's BT Sizzle today? Stuck. Stuck in the consolidation. Stuck. 258's your big number there on Tesla. Thoughts on Trump warning Powell not to cut before the election? Powell will now purposefully cut. You basically just confirmed that you're going to get rate cuts. And he's going to do the opposite. Yeah. Broadcom down almost 5%. Somebody says it's buy chip time. 3 AOC. No, God, no. There you go. Look at that Tesla pump. What keyboard do you use? Steel Series. Let's see here. Mining the crypto with all that AC cooling power. Hell yeah. No, my electricity bill is like $1,000 a month. It sucks. The election rally can start way sooner since Dem chances are so abysmal. Yeah, maybe. That's probably honestly why we've had some of the rally already. And I guess they're trying to keep Biden. I don't know. It just seems crazy to me. So, anyway, we're testing the 258 on Tesla right here. Small caps are just about to gain the lead too. And let's see what happens here on Tesla. Come on, baby. Break the 258 line. Come on, man. So, all right, trade desk down at a 98 support line. How funny, I have a line right here where this went. Of course I have a line right there. QuantumScape's going to continue. Tesla getting rejected now at that line. The Qs are still bleeding down. Bitcoin sideways. IWM went positive. Let's go. Let's go. Snowball. Let's see here. And that's funny. Volatility's up only 3% now. End phase back to 113. FICO 1%. Intel 4.9, but it's declining. Supermicro is just sort of bleeding out. This could have been Trump comments, honestly. Let's look at Nvidia. Down about 4.20. Yeah, Tesla getting squarely rejected right there. But it'll break free. I want to break free. Biden has all the delegates. They would have to toss the whole primary race. No, delegates are free to vote for whomever they want. And if Biden gives up, then they'll have to, right? So, but, you know, Pelosi's got to convince him to give up first. That's the problem. I'm having a baby in a few months. Could you recommend a good stroller car seat combo? Not really, because I have no idea what the brand is. I do want to see if a baby's awake. Let me go look. I refinance now with my credit. Will I cut $300 off my mortgage? Is it worth it? Oh, you must have bought in like 22 or something, huh? I don't know. Refinancing's kind of expensive. You know, you gotta pay. Probably gonna cost you like $8,000 or something to refi. You know, I guess if you could wrap that in to the loan, maybe. I mean, $300 a month is pretty nice, but not if it costs you $8,000. I don't know. That's a good question. You have to math that one out, see what the costs are, and see how that fits in. You know. I have farmland in Oxnard for sale. Zone single family. You interested? Nah, man. I ain't a developer. I'm too weenie baby for that. But maybe I'll flip-flop and come buy your dirt. I feel like farmland in Oxnard is a little redundant, though. Any recommendations for a good air purifier? Oh. Yeah. metkevin.com/air. Does that still work? It does. It's really expensive, though, that one. Oh, it doesn't even, it just links to the deals page. That's fine. You can still go to it. metkevin.com/air. And then I have 3 of those. It's so expensive, though. You go to metkevin.com/air. I don't even know if that affiliate link still works. But anyway, just click the top, go to the homepage after that, and then you see our most love. Cleanse air system. Those suckers are great. They crank. Tesla doesn't want 258. You know. Does wash sale occur if you buy the same option of different strikes? Yes. Does not cost $8K to refinance. Lender here. Well, escrow, title, and you probably have 1.5 points, right? All in was my thesis. At least 1. You know, so then it comes down to what your mortgage is. So if you have a $600K mortgage, it's going to be $8K. Yeah. Now, what's this? Barkin. Labor market tight, but not so tight. Is Barkin now talking too? All right, let me see. Nvidia keeps falling. So does Apple. I don't see Barkin yet. I see Waller. Oh, there's Barkin. Tension between tight labor market and availability of later, whatever. Interactive brokers down 4% after revenue miss. 1-800-Flowers shares fall 12.9% after they're cut to underperform. Dude, who's buying flowers from 1-800-Flowers right now? I don't freaking know. Let me see if there's a child. I want to bring it. I gotta bring a child. Hold on. Need to get some more coffee too. Hello. Alright. No. Baby time starts at 7. Okay, it's a sleep routine. It's a sleep schedule. Don't F it up, I'm told. I buy flowers from 800 Flowers for funerals. Jesus. That's terrible. I mean, like, just that, like, you whip that out so fast. How many funerals you go to, man? I can't even remember the last time I've been to a funeral. Knock on wood. Oh no, don't say that. That is not what you say. I mean, yeah, of course I remember the last time I've been to a funeral. They're very sad. It's a great way to honor people. Yes, buy flowers from 1-800-Flowers. Wow, Kevin, I can tell you're a realtor. Hey, back off, reverse mortgage guy. Dude, reverse mortgages. First of all, realtors hate reverse mortgages, but they're honestly really good for you know, a certain type of person. Like, well, specifically, obviously, elderly folks, but, like, they're great for a lot of people. They're really great tools. Yeah, only cost me $1,400 to refinance to 2.26. Good for you. Oh, that's worth it. Yeah. It also depends on how many negative points you get, right? Because negative points can cover your costs. And then you could have sort of a free refinance. I work with flower shops directly. Don't use 1-800-Flowers. Oh, here's like a buy a local person. I go to funerals at least once a month to play music. Are you a bagpiper? You're a bagger, aren't you? Who are you gonna bag? Did you know that one can buy a home with a reverse mortgage? And it makes sense to me. It just means you're putting a down payment down. You know, because you gotta have equity, which is fine, you know. Some people, they move into a new home and they set up the reverse mortgage and then they set up their recurring income. Anyway, are we getting a bounce here or what? So, no on Apple, yes on smalls. Trade desk, look at this beautiful line. Like, who drew this line? It's so perfect. Nvidia's a no. Amazon's a no. The SPY's trying to recover, and so are the Qs. Oh, let's go. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, let's go. Pump it. Buy the dip. Rivian's trying to do a percent of dudes. Volatility's back. Affirm's up a couple. AMD's down 6%. What a loser. Crazy. Oh, look at Ubiquity, 175. This sucker's going back to $300. Like, all in Ubiquity, baby. So, what else here? I don't know what else. I guess I could look at the news. I don't really want to. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, LV Brass. That's terrible, dude. It's very sad. Tesla's trying to recover, too. Yeah. Nvidia is just going to stay in the dirt. Come on, Tesla. You can do it. Tesla. I'm a developer / architect in California. Hire me or buy my entitled 47-unit apartment property. Well, are you in Ventura County? Because we have 2 architectural jobs we need help with. Okay, email us at jobs@meetkevin.com, your architecture stuff. And, I guess you may as well mention your entitled development as well. How much is it going to cost me to build your 47 units? Let's see here. 47 units in California, probably going to cost me at least $350K a piece to build those suckers. So you want me to spend $16.4 million building your multifamily units? Okay, sign me up. Send it in that same email. All right. What's next? Tesla's trying. It's really trying here to go green. Good job, Ellis. That's the play. Come on, Tesla. Go again for that 258. Come on, 258. Regulators mount up. It was a clear 76-degree day in California, and the HVAC guy said I need to pay more because the government is all up in my Dude, the HERS testing they do in California is such a ripoff. Palantir pumping? It's a scam. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that pump-a-dump. Pump off the dump. Yes. All right, come on, baby. Test that 258. And then let's see what we got in terms of news here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's testing the 258. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Trader seeks 0 cost option hedges and S&P winning streak. Oh, okay. Yeah. Buying puts and selling calls. Yeah, that's an option. Literally. Amber warning from stocks breadth and seasonality. There's weakness today, but overall the market bull advances buoyed by excess liquidity. Breadth shows we might be approaching a correction risk juncture, and today's price action intimates. AI may have passed peak earnings. No duh. Odd news. Come on, baby. Okay. So look at Nvidia's down a full 5% now. This is some crazy stuff here, huh? So. Oh, the babies wake up in 10 seconds. Oh, you had to go see the babies. I did the babies. Ooh, Apple 2.5. Ouch. Oh, the Qs went right back down. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. We're going to 80K. Let's go. I might be a little too confident that Bitcoin's going to 80K this year. Well, I'm more confident that Bitcoin goes to 80K than I am Tesla goes to 350. And I'd say there's probably an equal chance of Bitcoin 100 and Tesla sub 200 again this year. A revisit. Sorry. Even if that's like a 20% chance for both of them. It's just a thesis. It's a thesis, bro, okay? It's a thesis, man. Don't shoot me, bro. It's all a scam. Y'all realize, like, the stock market's a scam, right? Like, you can make great money, you can lose great money. The stock market just exists to provide liquidity for the businesses. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so entertaining. Hey, look who coordinated outfits today.
0.5%. And then I mentioned the chip stocks. They are tumbling this morning amid geopolitical concerns fueled by comments from former President Trump and also reports of tighter export restrictions from the Biden administration from China. More on the chips and what these policies look like later this hour. But guys, overall, it's been kind of a rally moment, and it's hard not to pay attention to the small caps and the rally that they have staged, the Russell 2000, ever since that good CPI number that we got, I don't know, just a week or so ago. Look at the outperformance of the small caps, the Russell 2000 against the NASDAQ 100, which is all the big tech stocks, of course. An outperformance of 11%, and that's...
Devin, I would expect you to say that. She looks much better than you, Kevin. I appreciate you saying that. I would expect exactly that kind of statement.
Here in terms of beneficial, and then this trade has just sort of picked up steam as it's gone along. This is a historic rotation.
Violent.
Someone says, Kevin, you have a crush. No, I don't.
The question is, what's priced in? So lower rates, yes, people are getting very excited.
Hold on, I gotta listen.
And also the Trump trade. You know, Medley Advisors, a note this morning, the Trump trade 2.0, they say, is long industrial, small caps, and mid caps. And then there was this chart from Goldman Sachs trading note this morning that looked at the simple S&P 500 versus the predicted odds that Trump will win the election. And they show that that's given an extra boost, or at least it's correlated with this extra boost. It's happening at the same time where inflation numbers are more benign. We're looking forward to some Fed cuts, but also this idea that the Trump economy and a Republican sweep, it would be good. It would be pro-business, lower corporate tax rates, for instance, deregulation.
Lower corporate tax rates, although, the pro-business part has become more interesting, particularly with
tariffs.
But, well, no, J.D. Vance, whether he has any influence, of course, in the actual administration will be interesting to see. But
like on antitrust, you mean?
Antitrust, devaluing the dollar, banking regulations, minimum wage, any number of things that I think would be viewed, Sarah, more as not necessarily as pro-business, at least the way we think of the Republican Party in the past.
Right.
Not to mention, of course, the 10% tariff that former President...
Blah, blah, blah. I'll do a video later about the whole economic plan from Trumpy Dumpy and stuff. Okay, so Tesla gets rejected again at the 258. It's not a surprise. Get used to it at this point. Bitcoin's up. I'll take Deidre Bosa over Sarah any day. We're gonna have to fight over that one. I can see it. I can see it, but actually, you know what? You're the perfect person to go to a club with, because if you have the opposite tastes, you're not competing. So it's perfect. JD Vance sounds like a shoe company. But have you seen DJ Vance? The Qs are really pooping today. Let's see here. Qs. Stanley Druckenmiller nailed the entry on IWM early this year. Oh, Stanley, nail me. All right, Nvidia's finally recovering after its dump, and it looks like now it's trying to pump. And exactly, Devin. Kevin likes older women than him. Is Sarah, how old is she? Isn't she like 35? Like an 89 baby? Or is she 36 now? Oh my god, she's 39. 84. She's JD Vance's age. Wow. Was not aware of that. Anyway. So, wow, look at IWM chillax a little bit there. You know, it does this all the time, though. All right, what else here? Tesla, my Tesla. Nvidia, getting the Nvidia attempted Babadap over here. I don't know, is it gonna last? Will it blend? I don't know. We'll have to talk about what to do in the course member live stream. Where's my where's this button? I got a button here.
To meet Kevin.
That's the subscribe button. Make sure to subscribe. What about...
Go to meetkevin.com.
That's probably the wrong band of music for today, huh? We probably need more Machine Gun.
Reamed. Selling spree.
Don't fight. Don't fight.
Let's play some music too. We need FUD music. Here you go. Oh, here comes God Kang. Oh wow, yeah. Look, even BTC gave up a little bit. The BT says, "Oh, comes down." All right. What else? Wow, Amazon down 3%, Apple down 3%, Tesla's down 1%, Nvidia's down 6%, Trade Desk is down, Palantir is down, the small caps just started going down, the SoFi's down, the Rivian's rotating down, the Enphase is coming down, the Open Door is coming down, the Affirm is coming down. Everything's going to shiitake mushrooms. See, YouTube? We're talking about mushrooms here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dude, that's a good one. Kilimanjaro. Yeah, I like that one. That's actually a good one. Because I got, this one.
Reaming spree.
Yeah, but you're right. We gotta get Kilimanjaro. That's solid. I like that one. What do you think of Medicare stocks after Trump? Now, see, there's something I know absolutely zero about. Now you're asking me to talk insurance. I don't talk insurance. Other than life insurance, you can get in as little as 5 minutes by going to metkevin.com/life with our paid partner. Yeah, you know the term life insurance sellers know nothing about other insurances. So yeah. Okay. I think we need a baby to create some happiness over here. So capture the bag. Oh, that's a good one. Medicare recruiter here for 19 years. I'm sorry. That seems like a hard job. How do you recruit people into Medicare? So, like, do you go around and, like, round up old people and you're like, hey, you look old enough for Medicare. Here's my card. Call me. You probably hire people in the insurance biz. But, anyway. Oh, God. So... let's see here. Okay. Are you gonna get this bounce on Nvidia or what? Is it gonna bounce or no? It's all a scam. Get the damn baby. Alright, I'm gonna get the baby. I'll be right back. I'll get the baby. Make everyone happy here. Oh, administrator benefits. That sounds fun. Not ready. They're not ready. It's all poopy doopy. Oh, yeah. Nope. Can't buy the dip on Nvidia. Because it's the dip that keeps on giving. Yeah. Wow. 3% on Apple. Ain't seen nothing like a delicious sell-off in a while. lots of buy the dip opportunities. Which is great if you have cash on the sidelines. But it's also quite early in the Dippy Doodlaw. It's like one day of Dippy Doodlaw. Is it the beginning of something more sinister? I don't know. It could be, because the chips are a scam. Yeah, emotional support baby, exactly. Robert Young. Are you a Mormon? Anyway, says Sarah, then Morgan, then Deidre. Okay. Trump picking Diamond as the Treasury Secretary? Maybe. That's unconfirmed. But I love Jamie Dimon. He's great. Yes, Stocks and Psych course gives you trade alerts. Trade alert alerts. Trade alert alerts. Somebody says, my honest stock is doing well. Nice. So, what else? Tesla's down 2. Nvidia's popping a little bit. Apple's still falling. Oh, Apple go down. Oh no. Oh no. And, yeah, and Nvidia's trying to bounce now here. And Nvidia leads everything. So if you're short the Qs, get ready to get wrecked. I'm just kidding. It honestly, it probably just go up a little bit and then start plummeting again. But, anyway. Here comes the sun. The bounce. Rust moments. My REITs are going nuts. The Rust person, who knows lots about foundation building, says, his REITs are going nuts. I love that when I go to your channel, I actually love this. See, it's actually funny. My continue watching, I don't know if you could see it right now. Look at this. This is so cool. Dude, Yoka, DB, water pipe, Yoka, DB, Yoka. I like this already. Got a pumpy over here. This is pretty good. But anyway, look at my continue watching. We banning poo-poo heads. There's so many cheaters in Rust. It's like impossible to play. Anyway. Self-storage REITs. Oh, nice. Kevin, are you Mormon? Nope. I don't know what I am. I am what I am. Okay, so you got the Nvidia bounce here. So the real question is, do you reload the shotgun on puts, or do you go calls? That's the big question. See, because now puts are going to get cheap as it green candles rapidly. So you could buy some cheap puts if you think it's going to crash again. Right? Mine. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So, what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday? Oh, yeah. Here come the green candles. Come on, pump it up, baby. What's green other than the REITs? Oh, AMD's down 7%. Oh, that's hot. Intel up 5.5. Ubiquity, let's go. Yes, and the financials. Ooh, TJT's only up 1% now, and of course FICO. Of course, the one stock I keep wishing I would have bought, and then keep not buying, and then keep seeing it go up higher. Oh, I need a baby. Okay. I'm gonna try again. Here we go. It's my last try. Last try. Let's get a child. Oh, yes. Welcome in, Claire Bear. Who wants to see Claire Bear? Say hello to Claire Bear. How could you be upset at the market when we have Claire Bear with us today? What's up, girl? How you doing? Oh, see? Told you. Just reload the puts. I told you. She's perfect for a red market. You know, a little bearish. Claire Bear. Right, Claire? What do you think? Which light's your favorite? Oh. Anyway, here goes everyone's money, I guess. So, yeah, Apple. Ooh, Apple's down 3 1/4. Got a little green candle there. It's kind of like things are trying to stabilize here a bit, but not really. Oh, Apple's trying to come up. Amazon's trying to come up. Qs are coming up. Let's go. BTC's rising. Okay, let's go. We're coming back up, Claire. Enphase over 113. Let's go. Everything's starting to rise again. It's all going up by calls. Moon, here comes the moon. Switching from puts to calls. Switching. Acquiring. I'm not doing anything. And trade desk is sitting at the floor. It does look like you're trying to create a floor right now. But, 2 minutes don't make a trend, as we like to say. 5 minute makes a trend, though. So you got the 5 minute on here. You got the 5 minute on IWM and SPY. See, maybe you get a better entry there on IWM. Oh, not really. It's kind of flat. 7% on ARM. Wow. Wow. Yep. NVIDIA. How many minutes up is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minutes of up now. See? You see, good sir. It is all possible. You can buy the dippy doodlas. And it is all going to be okay. Anyway. Yeah, what else is going on? I don't know. Let's listen to CNBC here.
Semi has also warned that prices of U.S.-made chips will be more expensive. And while competitors, Global Foundries, Intel, are trying to play catch-up, there's still no company in the world that can make Taiwan Semi's 3-nanometer chip that is used by the hyperscalers and all the companies trying to focus in on AI, David.
Seema, thank you. Seema Modi. Let's stick with the semiconductor stock. CJ Muse, Cantor Fitzgerald Senior Managing Director, joins us now. He has a buy rating on ASML, price target of $1,320, and says despite geopolitical risks, focus on growth. All right, well, let's start off with the geopolitical risks if we can, CJ. What do you make of it? Both, the former president's comments about Taiwan and perhaps more importantly, what may be coming moves from the Biden administration to even try and tighten up these restrictions on China getting a hold of high-end chips.
Yeah, good morning. I think, the potential for more restrictions is real, but I would highlight that, we've already limited EUV, unavailable to China, and ASML, currently cannot service 5 different factories in China. And so the intent is really to limit China's ability to build leading-edge semiconductors. And I think that the efforts the Department of Commerce, the BIS, have put through have done that. But clearly when when you saw that 7 nanometer chip come out of Huawei in China, that led to the red flag. And so, I think there are considerations. It is bipartisan in D.C., but I would, suggest that we've already done enough on that front. So I think, the pullback in stocks, particularly ASML, is overdone.
Yeah, well, there it is, down 10%. I mean, again, in terms of the actual numbers reported by the company, generally positive, correct?
Yeah, I think that there was wide debate whether their bookings would come in at the kind of 4 billion level or upwards of 6 billion as we forecasted, and they came in, right around 5.5. So that was definitely good enough. And I would definitely highlight, when TSMC reports this evening, I think it's going to be a strong report, and it's really going to highlight, that today it's led by AI, and we are starting to see kind of a return to seasonal trends in some of the other markets like smartphones, PCs, enterprise servers, and so I don't see any real change statement, to our, the outlook for very strong growth for ASML next year, which again they reiterated on their call this morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious though in the difference in your perspective in terms of the effectiveness on the bans that have been in place versus what may be some frustration on the part of the administration. Where does that play in? Why are you seeing it as successful and perhaps others seeing it as not so successful?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say that the fact that Huawei was able to build a 7 nanometer chip, is alarming, disturbing relative to, the aims and goals of the administration. And that, I think, has led to potentially a vision of putting more restrictions on ASML and their competitor Nikon and not allow immersion tool shipments to China. But, if you recall, the Department of Commerce put regulations on 16 nanometer and below for logic, not on 28 nanometer. And if you were to put a full embargo on, select immersion tools from ASML, that would...
I always think it's funny. You get these people who just started learning about chips and nanometers over the last year, and now they come on to CNBC and they're the chip experts. Everybody's got an opinion. Oh no, the chips are going to the moon. The chips are going to... This AI crap is so overblown, man. It's so stupid. Anyway, whatever. Claire's just being such a happy girl today. And you're gonna suffocate her here. You just love her so much, huh? You want to say hi to everyone? Here, give it. You're gonna go say hi. Nice T-shirt.
Yeah, Ella loves this one. She likes grabbing it.
Oh, Ella likes the colors.
Yeah.
Probably. Anyway, all right. All right. Well, there's Sarah, and they're gonna keep talking about chips. So anyway, yeah, let's see what happens today. I gotta run. We gotta go do the course member live stream. So we're gonna go ahead and push the button here. Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is neither personalized financial advice nor real estate advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show should not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purpose of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services which we may benefit from. I personally operate and actively manage ETF and hold long positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuers other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. Alrighty. See y'all in the next one. Gotta get over to that course member live stream. Now let's do some strategizing. But it's gonna take me a few minutes. I gotta go get another cup of coffee and see where Claire wants to go and take it from there.
She wants to get toys like that.
She wants toys? More toys? More chew toys? What do you want to say? You want to say bye? Yeah, I can see a quarter of you. There you go. That's better. Yeah. Well, you chewing on your hands too? Should I start calling you Claire? Well, that's an interesting face, Claire. What are you doing? Here, let me take that. Here, you don't need that. You're not teething. Here, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. No, leave me alone. I will keep my chew toy. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's all right. All right, folks. We'll see y'all. Bye.